today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for Jones last week, 22 carries, 84 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But in instead, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there, call it 13 yards. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do, like you said. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
Pass intended for Cooper Kupp. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
To Mixon on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing on third down. Stafford. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
2 yards.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. On second down, it's Jones. And a nice Nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
That's a gain of
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. This is Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Kaepernick. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McCoy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
And that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Take over 1st and
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, end today. But we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 31, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. DJ Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. just beating the play clock. Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and goal.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll get him. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ronald Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. Off the bootleg. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On the return, it's White.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
This offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated. Because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contact.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Stafford. And he gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
9-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Mixon. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw is Stafford. This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Stafford. And it is incomplete. So we come upon halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Panthers nothing.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their...
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Dancing to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You
don't deserve anything for that.
What you get credit for is how that works.
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football.
The pass.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offense...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit and illegal contact on a quarterback. The defenders really have to get in line.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Joe Mixon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Stafford.
34-yard line.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Stafford's pass. Complete to Tyler.
Put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man here. It's Green.
Stafford's pass.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
13 yards.
Green's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. On 1st down, Mixon. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
18-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up over the 25 and the 20. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Minnesota Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the delay, Jones. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
That's good.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Tackle made at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to air it out deep for Green. It's caught inside the 25.
Stafford's pass.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings' 20-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Stafford's pass complete to
Tyrell Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going to slow clap on me.
Not very nice. nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 20. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And from the 29, a gain of 4.
Kyle Duggar on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. The kicker here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
Stafford's pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
3rd and 2. Stafford got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And his throw here is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To the air again, Stafford. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Pass complete to
Andre Roberts. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25
And now out comes Minnesota. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
down and sack.
My, oh, my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch, 35 yards. First 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Ronald Jones, the ball carrier.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Jones. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late, and this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup, Haskins. He finds his running back, Mixon.
Dwayne Haskins.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Ross Blacklock in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperate. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Haskins pass.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Down a nickel formation here defensively. One last throw here for Stanford. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit, they were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town.